सारा का सारा तेरा ईगो झाड़ देंगे, जमीन पे तेरी झंडा अपना गाड़ देंगे, जो अड़ेगा जड़ से उखाड़ देंगे, शोर इतना होगा तेरे कान फाड़ देंगे। चलो होके थोड़ा साइड में, देखेगा तू लेफ्ट पड़ेंगे राइट में, कंपटीशन रहने वाला नहीं कोई साइड में, क्योंकि यार विनर विनर हर एक फाइट में। नीचे क्या है पता नहीं, अभी ऑन द पीक ब्रो, गेम ऑन पॉइंट और स्वैग ऑन फ्लीक ब्रो, थोड़े से है सीधे थोड़े से है फ्रीक ब्रो, क्योंकि वी कॉल वो लॉर्ड वो चीतो।
रगों में फिर से उठाई तूफान है, हासिल करने को पूरा आसमान है, कुछ याद रखना है तो बस ये याद रख कि तू फैन नहीं तूफान है।
You know, there are two things that are constant in the world: a mother's love for their children and Kolkata Knight Riders winning our hearts from some spectacular positions and from spectacular performances. Welcome back to another Night Live. आज हम लोग वापस से खुल के बात करेंगे. Unfortunately, थोड़ा सा बारिश हो रहा है यहाँ पे कोलकाता में. But we have two very amazing panelists as usual. We have Siddharth and we have Insider. उनके साथ हम लोग खुल के बातचीत करेंगे. Hi Siddharth. I think we're going to have Insider as well, all the way from Kolkata. Hi Insider, what's been up?
Guys, how's it going?
Good. Everything's going good. I mean, not the visuals we would want to see, of course.
What? Yeah. Of course. As a cricket fan, nightmare. लेकिन अच्छी बात ये है, आज हो जाए बारिश, फिर कल ना कुछ बचे. We're hoping for that. पिछले 2 दिन से of course it's been raining a lot here in Kolkata, and as you can see पूरा ground cover किया हुआ है, और यहाँ पे obviously the coverage is also very very good. तो seep in ज़्यादा होगा नहीं, so we can still hope for a perfectly 40 over match 2020. So that's the update from here.
Absolutely, exactly. I mean, in spite of the rain, Insider is actually doing this for us, giving us the visuals from Ground Zero. Of course, I mean, ये हमारा लास्ट होम गेम है इस सीजन का ईडन गार्डन्स में. 3 साल के बाद वापस आया है. I'll start with you, Insider. थोड़ा इमोशंस के बारे में आप बताइए कि 3 साल बाद अब आप अभी लोअर क्लब हाउस टायर भी दिखा रहे हो. कैसा लग रहा है आपको? मतलब what are your feelings at the moment?
देखिए, इमोशंस की बात आपने की अभी. আমাদের এখানে কলকাতা বাঙালি supportersরাও যারা আছে, you can see I'm not just me braving the rain right there. You see our super fan over there, Ashok, who turns up always, not just at the games, also at the training when we train over here. Guy has come all the way, 2 hours away from Kolkata is where he stays, but he has come here to support, even though he knew in the forecast there was rain. So yeah, it's all the love and support and the passion that drives us. Of course, tomorrow one last game at Eden Gardens, irrespective of where we end. There is still, of course, very bleak, but still there is a chance of a miracle which can get us through to the playoffs. Even if that does not happen, we are very, very happy and very glad that the love and passion for the fans that we have always known we have, once again this year we saw through every game, every home game that we have played over here.
The presence of the super fan over there sums up all our emotions. But Siddharth, आप कुछ शब्द में बताइए कि इस सीजन में कैसा लगा आपको? What are your emotions after this season?
मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि ये सीजन में we saw a lot of ups and downs throughout, but one thing that I really liked is that we always contributed as a team, and in any situation, be it coming and hitting those sixes, or for that matter Anukul Roy coming, getting 12 crucial runs for the team and ending up winning, to Varun Chakrabarti really turning it around for the team. Jo bhi result, apart from the result, the process has been on point. And first year with our new coach, I can see that this is going to be a great lot, which is not just going to do well for KKR, but I think I can see a few future Indian stars as well. So that's what I've gained so far.
Absolutely. There are so many small moments that have actually come together and made KKR what they are and made our season what they are. और साथे साथे একটা কমেন্ট यानी लव गुप्ता থেকে love you KKR team miss करेंगे. Absolutely, we'll miss your presence as well. And what a beautiful sight. I mean, drizzles coming against the backdrop of the Tata IPL. Lovely. Rohit Malik is saying, Jeet ho ya aar, dil se KKR. Absolutely. Insider, at the moment, where are the players? Are they inside the dressing room or have they gone back to the hotel?
Well, we did come here for training at around 5:20. Finished the pre-match press conference, which happens every before every game, and then the rain came down just after a little bit of practice. Practice was शुरू ही हुआ था, उसके बाद the rain started. So yeah, unlucky that there is no practice. But like I said, we hope that tomorrow's forecast is not as bad. Obviously, game will happen sometime this time itself. But yeah, we hope that all the water that's up in the air finishes off, and the tank is empty, and the
Absolutely.
full 20.
Absolutely. Can't really wait for tomorrow, our last game, of course. And one
Yeah.
thing I have to ask you that's like a staple of every nightlife. And I really want to know right now because considering two things. One, this we are coming on the back of a victory against Chennai. And we all know that Chennai को चेन्नई में हराना बहुत ही मुश्किल है. तो एक तो we are coming on the back of a victory. And second, it's our last home game. So, what is like the mood around in the camp? I mean, is there a positive vibe around the atmosphere of the team? How is it like inside?
Fantastic, as always. We have discussed this numerous times on this night live itself, where obviously certain games, अगर आप देखोगे till the last day, right now we are just have 2 days of league phase games left. अभी तक the beauty of the IPL is no one really knows who is qualifying at what position, except of course Gujarat Titans, and only 2 teams have been eliminated at this point. So there is still a fight on with some teams playing only one game to go. So that's the beauty of the IPL. So obviously हमारे यहाँ पे भी कैंप में बातें हो रही थी. Players have spoken where they feel yes, some of the games that we lost had something here and there gone our way. Luck would have played a favor. First game against Punjab, rain, lights, lots of other factors. But then at the end of the day, of course, सबको पता है 1 point, 2 point, every point is very important in the IPL. Yes, we did not have the best of times in the middle of the IPL league phase, but after, of course, towards the end, you have seen, except for that one Rajasthan game at home, we have done really well in the past few games. And like you mentioned, beating Chennai in Chennai is not easy. Our boys did that. And it wasn't just the bowling, even the very mature batting partnership we saw between Rinku and Nitish. Of course, that played a massive part as well. But yeah, having said that, of course, we are still, like I said, in with a very miraculous chance. बहुत ही बड़े run rate से जीतना है, and we still have to hope for other things to go our way. But then again, this is sports, this is cricket. The mood in the camp has always been great, and everyone is still, obviously these are good friends also that you make friends along the way. And IPL being such a high octane tournament, everyone wants to come, junior, senior, everyone wants to come learn and take things away from here, of course. So yeah, some results could have gone our way and things would have been different, but at the same time, mood-wise, it's never changed. From game one till now, everyone's been absolutely with each other, for each other, playing for each other, backing each other. That's the way it's been.
Absolutely. And this is something with Siddharth you have always mentioned in the live. I have in whenever in the past you've been here, you've always mentioned the fact that we have never been steamrolled over by the opposition. We've always given a fight. We've always fought till the very last end. And that is something that separates KKR from every other franchisee in the world, not just in the IPL. तो इसके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा और बताइए हमारे फैंस को कि आपको क्या लगता है KKR as a unit, how are they different from other units? Because I feel that every single game KKR has something different to offer to us.
Yeah, I totally agree. See, talent का तो doubt तो कभी रहा ही नहीं है टीम में, and like inside mentioned, few games not बारिश आना, even the Delhi game being a low scoring, taking it till the end, I think there as well, if I'm not mistaken, before the game. So a lot of outside factors have also contributed, and like inside said, every point is very important for your net run rate and overall points as well. तो वो 2-3 पॉइंट अगर वो लास्ट ओवर में पंजाब के अगेंस्ट हमारी विकेट नहीं जाती तो शायद वो हमारे फेवर में होता वो मैच. तो वो सारे पॉइंट्स are really like I feel personally as a fan. Usually I agree inside also that it's a game of cricket and no ifs and buts. But sometimes you feel as a fan के यार थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे sometimes because like luck favors the brave, and I think our team has been brave from the beginning till now. And like I told you, like I feel like Nitish Rana for this year is like our Aloknath, and others are like his children. Everybody has gotten good screen time. Everybody has played so well कि सबने आके अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया है. अगर लोग आके कह रहे रसल अच्छा नहीं खेल, रसल छोड़ के उन्होंने क्या किया. लास्ट गेम में सुनील नरेन आके मिडिल ओवर में आके 2 विकेट ले लिए. मोइन अली का, राइडू का विकेट ले लिया. उसके पहले चक्रवर्ती ऑफ कोर्स थ्रू आउट द सीजन हैज बीन वेरी कंसिस्टेंट. सो like I said, everybody has stepped up. There's never been maybe a match or two where we lost really badly, but that's any team, even the best team that wins, that happens. And I feel like चेन्नई को हराना कोई easy बात नहीं है. I feel maybe a few combinations here and there might have not worked in our favor, but there is no doubt that this is a powerhouse of talent.
Absolutely, and hindsight is a very beautiful thing. हम लोग कुछ होने के बाद बहुत कुछ सोच सकते हैं कि it can happen in this way, it can happen that way. But of course, Sports Glory has given a comment. Still, we believe we can do it. This season for KKR was more about creating some records in history. I don't care whether we qualify or not, but the passion for KKR will never stop rising. Absolutely, and that is the sign of a true fan. It doesn't matter if you win or you lose or whatever the result is. You always are by the side of a team, and that is the beauty about this team. Now, I'll come to you, Insider.
I want to add,
yeah, sure.
No, I just wanted to add history. The Sport Glory added. I want to also add one more word, that is legacy. We are in the process, in the middle of creating legacy players like Rinku Singh. I think this year personally was like his coming of age. And ये सारी बातें, like you said, hindsight में हम देख के बोलेंगे, oh, that was the moment that created a player. Sorry, just wanted to add that. Yeah.
No, 100%, exactly. मतलब ये हमारे लिए भी this is a big learning curve. For the past 2 to 3 seasons, Rinku Singh was in the shadow of a few other players. Of course, we know that in the KKR team also, he was getting a few opportunities, but that is what you call perseverance. He was very, very good at his job, and look at the results right now. Everybody in the world knows him. I mean, the kind of reception he gets when he comes to Eden Gardens is simply amazing. But मैं नीतीश राणा के बारे में थोड़ा सा टच करना चाहता हूं, but before that I'll take a comment as well from Sam Tony channel. Somewhere my heart says KKR will qualify for playoffs. If it really happens, then it will be a miracle. Then rest of the games in the playoffs will be history. আমি KKR সত্যিকারের একদম মানে যদি আমরা কোয়ালিফাই করে যাই এর থেকে ভালো জিনিস আর কিচ্ছু হবে না লাইফে সত্যিকারের. Insider, I want to ask you about Nitish Rana a little bit. Okay, we saw a video about Nitish Rana, about his thoughts after the Chennai game, where he beautifully explained all his thoughts. He scored a beautiful half century in the previous game, stitched a 99-run partnership with Rinku Singh. Now, tell me, what role does Nitish Rana have over here to keep the morale of the whole team up? Because we know that this is our last home game. We're playing in front of an electrifying crowd. Maybe or maybe not we can qualify. But उनका role कितना important हो जाता है इस juncture में?
Well put. He has, if you see the way captaincy came to him in this season, obviously it wasn't expected. When he came in, तभी तक we did not know कि श्रेयस का क्या update है, injury update क्या है. Obviously Australia game में he had already, we knew that he was carrying some sort of an injury, but whether that was going to rule him for all of the IPL, we had no idea about that. But then, usi point se, if you see a youngster like Nitish, of course, he's played a lot of IPL games for KKR and, of course, previously Mumbai Indians as well. That's why it sometimes feels like he's been around forever. But then if you see, at the end of the day, he's a very young guy. But get a role of a captaining an IPL franchisee, it's obviously something that comes with a lot of responsibilities. And the way, how quickly he has adapted, how quickly he has marshaled his troops. Obviously what it takes is having a lot of what do you call that, he has never tried to be the captain who knows it all. He has been picking brains of guys like Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, Tim Southey, Lockie Ferguson, so many guys who have played so much of international cricket, है ना? तो वही कामरा, I think वो जो इंसानियत, मतलब in the way, the kind of person that he is, he's never, he's not, doesn't shy away from asking questions and that is what has helped. So even right now, what you're coming back to your question, ke abhi kal ke match ke pehle, what is his role? What does he do? The good thing is he doesn't have to tell anything to Sunil, Andre, some of the other guys who are here. Maybe the youngsters like a who has also picked up a lot of experience right now. Obviously, people like Gurbaz all played national cricket, but his role is mainly about keeping the youngsters also with the hope. Okay, first thing first, win the game. Second thing, if there is an equation put in front of us कि इतने बॉल में इतने रन्स चाहिए या फिर इतने जल्दी ऑपोजिशन को आउट करना है to give ourselves some sort of a chance, then I guess that's where he'll tell his team to chase that. But first things first, everyone is going with the thought that match क्योंकि हमारा लास्ट होम गेम है ईडन गार्डन्स में इन द लीग फेज, वी हैव टू विन दिस गेम इज व्हाट द माइंडसेट इज एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. गिवन अ चांस, इफ देयर इज एनी चांस ऑफ मेकिंग इट हैपन लाइक हाउ यूसुफ पठान चेंज्ड आवर फॉर्च्यून्स बैक इन द डे अगेंस्ट एसआरएच वंस, जब हमें एक इक्वेशन मिला था मैच खत्म करना है और आप टॉप 2 में फिनिश करेंगे और हमने करके दिखाया था, क्या पता कुछ ना कुछ हो सकता है. मिरेकल्स डू हैपन इन क्रिकेट. When Rinku was batting in that final over against GT, nobody would have thought that was achievable. We did achieve it. Not saying that we will achieve it tomorrow as well, but the fight, definitely, that's something that you'll see tomorrow.
100%. And very interesting how you say about Nitishana that he is not someone who will only listen to himself. We say that जो भी आपका age हो, you always keep learning, be it a 10-year-old or a 50-year-old or a 70-year-old, you keep learning every single day, and if you pick your brains, and that's how you will be learning. I want to understand a little bit about the covers over here inside. हम जानते हैं कि super soppers होता है बैंगलोर में. बैंगलोर चिन्नास्वामी स्टेडियम has like the best drainage system. हमारे स्टेडियम में कुछ ऐसा मतलब इंटरेस्टिंग है जो something that stands out from the other stadiums?
Absolutely. If you see here, it's not just the center wicket that is covered over here. It's the entire ground. So that's a very unique thing to Gardens. बहुत सारे stadiums around the country or around the world only covers the center patch. But Eden Gardens के ये जो नए type के covers है, these were brought in from outside India, and they are really, really tested under heavy conditions, which does not allow the water to seep into the outfield. Because what it sometimes does is in certain matches you'll see even after the rain has stopped, it takes a long time to start the game because they're busy drying out the outfield. यहाँ पे वो problem नहीं है. The good thing, because they're covering the whole ground, as quickly as they remove this, Super Sopper actually goes on top of these, takes up all the water, and as soon as they remove it, it's ready to play.
Yeah, I don't remember which stadium was it, but I saw that there was someone drying the field through hair dryers, if I'm not wrong. Something like that.
Yes.
I hope that's not.
किसी एक PSL game में शायद helicopter भी लाया गया था, which came right close to the pitch, so helicopters thing was drying off the pitch and stuff. So बहुत ही अनोखा cricket. Guys, so a quick update of now, like I said, practice officially cancelled. We're leaving the stadium for tonight. You guys can carry on the conversation with our fans. Obviously, love to all our fans who have been joining us right through in our nightlife. We will see if we have another nightlife or not, but if we don't, thank you everyone for joining us on nightlife right through the season, giving us all the love and support that you guys have. Big shout out to both of you, Siddharth, Shayanto. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's been a pleasure, running this show with you guys, and of course, I'm sure the fans have absolutely loved it. So take care, guys. Cheers. We'll be leaving the stadium now. Don't forget to send your support and love tomorrow. And there you go. Tonight, I will not end this live from my end. I have a very special someone to end this for me. Come on, Ashok. Korbo Lorbo.
Amazing.
Too good, man. Too good.
Thank you once again.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you so much, Insider. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining and for always giving us the best kind of insight. It's the best feeling. Thank you. Cheers, Insider. Signing off.
Cheers.
Let's hope for no rain tomorrow, all right? Everyone, sare
Absolutely.
fans, pray hard and make it not rain tomorrow. Try to give you all
Fingers
the points.
crossed.
Cheers. See you guys. Bye.
Yes. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Oh my God. That was.
यार सिद्धार्थ मुझे ना I forgot to ask Insider one question. What is Insider? I mean, is he AI? Is he a person? Because इतना information कोई किसी के पास कैसे रहता है ना? Exactly.
हाँ, मतलब मुझे तो लगता है उसको कोई थिंक टैंक में डालना चाहिए कि क्या कोई भी टीम के, मतलब he has that kind of knowledge कि हम like नहीं क्रिकेट का बैकग्राउंड है उनके पास, नहीं कुछ प्लेइंग बैकग्राउंड है, and like just so much insight. I'm like, you know, this is also like how you pick up, like you said, रिंकू सिंह इस साल इतना एक्सपीरियंस ले चुके हैं. आई थिंक इनसाइडर ने भी काफी एक्सपीरियंस, जितना एक आदमी फील्ड के बाहर से ले सकता है, आई थिंक उतना तो उसका अचीवमेंट लगता है, सिलेक्टर ही बन सकते हैं वो अगले साल.
एग्जैक्टली 100%. एंड फैंस को मैं यही चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो नाइट लाइफ में हम लोग बातें करते हैं, कोई भी चीज स्क्रिप्टेड नहीं होता है. जैसे बारिश हो रहा था, nobody could predict कि बारिश होगा. Suddenly we asked about the conditions and how they dry up, and inside I had an answer to it. Absolutely. So that's amazing. The art of Lego is saying winning or losing doesn't matter. What matters is that you must play the game properly, and KKR is just a champ at it. Absolutely. मैं आपके साथ agree करता हूँ. सिद्धार्थ, मैं आपको एक चीज पूछूंगा कि लास्ट गेम आई एम श्योर आपने देखा है, चेन्नई के साथ वी वॉन, एंड मैं सबको यही बताना चाहता हूँ कि दिस वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम वी वॉन अगेंस्ट चेन्नई एट चेपॉक सिंस दैट 2012 फाइनल. Incredible, isn't it?
It is, and you know, it was like the previous, not this comment, but the comment before that. You know, winning or losing doesn't matter. This year we've broken records. A century by Venkatesh Iyer, winning against after 15 years. You know, after Brendan McCullum, then winning at Chepauk after 2012 and winning convincingly. This year has been breaking of a lot of records, and just the kind of, and Nitish Rana, the way he has carried himself, the team. Of course, the conditions weren't ideal for his captaincy, but you know, confidence होता है. When Shreyas will be back, हमारे पास एक और नीतीश राणा है, and a think tank ना, who has matured after having this experience. So it's always like so enriching to see कि एक player कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच गया एक season के अंदर, just mentally, और pleasant इंसान जो you know टीम को हमेशा खुश रखता है. He always has a good face on. You know, of course, in the heat of the moment there are things that happen on the field, but off the field he is very honest. वो बता देता है कि ये मुझे पता है, इतना मुझे पता है, ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, ये, and that is what a good captain does. You know, he is not lofty. He's like, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, but you know what? No matter what it is, on the field we are going to play like nothing matters. You know, none of outside noise matters, and I think Nitish has done that for the team this year, I feel personally. And I think even honestly, like, you know, Weber Varora and Harshit Rana as bowlers, were clicking 135, 150 plus and bowling brilliant overs. Even last over by Arora was amazing. I think in the coming season, we are going to see a lot more from them.
Beautifully summed up. And you know, there are two things that can happen. मैं उसके पहले एक comment ले लेता हूँ. Ganesh Mohapatra saying, even if we don't qualify for the playoffs, we have had so many positives this season to carry on to the next season. Always believe in KKR. 100%. Nitish Rana के बारे में आपने बोला, Harshit Rana, Vaibhav Arora, Russell का fireworks, all of this we have seen. Now, as I was saying, Siddharth, कि you know, captaincy can either drain you out or can get the best out of you. A lot of people, a lot of cricket pundits used to think that Nitish Rana probably एक अच्छा captain नहीं हो पाएंगे, but he proved everyone wrong. He had a proper temperament, and look, he's the second highest run scorer of KKR this season. तो इसके साथ हम लोग एक ही चीज समझ में आता है कि Nitish Rana is a very mature individual. He doesn't let the captaincy bog him down. He's going to evolve as a player, and I'm sure कि जब future times में वो इंडिया के लिए भी खेलेंगे या फिर KKR के लिए भी future season में खेलेंगे, शायद कैप्टन हो या ना हो, उनका ये जो कैप्टनसी का टेन्योर था उससे उनको काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला था. एक और प्लेयर है हमारे KKR कैंप में, सुनील नारायण, जो कि हर सीजन में it feels like he ages like fine wine. He's performing so well. 2012 से KKR के पार्ट रहे हैं. Last game में I think we have seen his best performance in Chepauk. He took 2 wickets, had you know an economy of 3.8. मतलब हर एक बॉल almost डॉट जा रहा था, हर एक बॉल एकदम either a single or a double. तो उनके परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए. I mean, probably the best performance in this season from Sunil Narayan.
Of course, it was like, you know, there's been a lot of talk about Sunil Narayan's form and everything, but you know, he has showed, like, you know, form is temporary, class is permanent. The way he got, of course, you know, Varun Chakravarti gets those first 2 wickets, but he basically kind of put the final nail in the coffin, being like, okay, chalo, middle order is also out now. अभी हम देखते हैं कितना स्कोर पा सकते हो तुम. So I feel like आप सुनील नारायण को कभी भी you cannot like dismiss him. I know people love to do that, because they just need one sign. Okay, like you said, cricket pundits. Cricket pundits talk, but they talk outside the field. Nitish Sharma can't be a good captain according to them, but that's not on the field. अगर यही ट्रू होता तो सहवाग ने ट्रिपल सेंचुरी टेस्ट में नहीं स्कोर की होगी, because he is a one day player according to, this is cricket, this is like this is not based on any logic, वो on the day और एक प्लेयर का क्लास आप देखोगे तो सुनील नारायण हैज लाइक केकेआर के लिए उन्होंने इतना सब कुछ कर लिया है कि मतलब वो अगर पिक्चर बनाते हो, डायरेक्ट भी करते, स्क्रिप्ट भी लिखते, लाइटमैन भी बनते, लाइक वो सब करते हैं सुनील नारायण इज दैट kind of a powerhouse of talent.
100%. Absolutely. Beautifully summed up. He's a jack of all trades and master of all as well. Shrutika Gaikwad is saying how big of a role Rinku has played this season. He's stepped up and he's setting an example for the team. Absolutely. I agree with you, Shrutika. I feel that Rinku Singh has played a huge role in KKR's team. I'll tell you why. Because बहुत ऐसे times में हुआ है when the team's going was not in a very good shape. We lost wickets early on, but he came in, he held the innings together, he held fort, and uske baad he just unleashed his fire. So that has been one of the biggest things for KKR. He's bailed us out of precarious situations. Not just that, हम लोग एक या फिर दो, in fact last game में he came in to bat in the power play. उसके पहले वाला game, not Punjab, I think one more game, it was Hyderabad, where he came in to play in the power play, and power play से he built the innings. तो इससे क्या हमें सीखने को मिलता है कि he is not only an attacker, he can also build the innings, he can also rotate the strike. So that is a huge role. हम always देखते थे कि middle order में शायद से KKR के पास कोई उतना अच्छा player है नहीं, but this time he's proved us wrong. He's proved the fact that Russell is not just our only finisher. We've also got our Indian version of Russell in the form of Rinku Singh. Anything you want to add on?
Of course. I 110% agree with what you said. The way he batted last innings, where he came in earlier, and he played a very mature innings, and the boundary with Patirana ko unhone jo boundary mari thi 50 ke liye, that was like, he showed that he has multiple gears. This season, one of my most memorable moments, again, of course, Rinku sixes, but the single that Russell and gave Rinku, like that showed, that was like kind of passing the legacy from Russell. Of course, Russell is still there, but it's like Rinku, like you said, he's a Indian Russell now for us. कि वो आ सकते हैं, I am here, मैं हूँ ना, essentially. शाहरुख खान कहते हैं, वैसे Rinku Singh is मैं हूँ ना. And also the optimism of youth that I see in him is amazing, because ये जो moments होते हैं ना, ये 2-3 season जब आप इतने young हो, you're being discovered and all of that, I think maybe लोगों में fear set हो जाता है, क्या हो जाता है, but when you're young you have like nothing is impossible, and that is what Rinku Singh is been this season, like nothing is impossible. मैं हूँ यहाँ पे.
100% जो लेगेसी का बात आपने किया, मैं उसके बारे में सोच रहा हूँ कि what a beautiful point you mentioned over there. Lovely, Siddharth. Ankit Sharma saying we qualify or not, but we KKR, we've got the best team with the best players in our side. That's how a champion team looks in future. बिल्कुल जैसे champion in future, जैसे सिद्धार्थ ने भी बताया, अभी अंकित जी ने भी बताया कि फ्यूचर में डेफिनेटली साइंस अभी से ही दिख रहा है कि लेगेसी एक पास ऑन होने वाला है फ्रॉम Russell, from Nitish Rana. Of course, he's too young right now, but Russell's passing on to Nitish Rana as well, to Rinku Singh. But we'll KKR Twitter admin, कल कौन सा स्वीट का प्लान है? Adarsh is saying, I don't know about KKR Twitter admin, but I'm going to have Rasgulla for sure. And I'm sure KKR Twitter admin Tata ji will also have Rasgulla. But Siddharth, KKR कोलकाता का बेस्ट थिंग है कि इतना मिष्टी है कि आप चूज नहीं कर सकते यार. आपके पास रसमलाई है, आपके पास.
मैं आपको एक दिखाना चाहता हूँ, मेरे यहाँ पे नीचे बिल्ला देख रहे हो आप?
हाँ,
छोटा सा, उसका नाम मिष्टी है.
Is he also KKR supporter?
Yeah, he is a KKR supporter. He's called Mishti, after the Bengali sweet Mishti Doi, one of my favorites. So that is how much I love Bengal and Bengali.
Lovely, man. Thank you so much, Siddharth. My question to Siddharth, and देखो बांग्ला बॉय का डीपी भी है तुम्हारा, क्या बोलते हैं, मिष्टी. हाँ, तो my question to Siddharth ने ये रसमलाई है. अरे nice, you can actually identify it also. So he's saying my question to Siddharth Nishayanto that When will we get a feature of live chat and comment section to express our thoughts, to send direct messages on the nightclub app, just live YouTube? I didn't quite get the question. Is he asking about the nightclub app?
Yeah, he wants to maybe create a new feature. जिससे
Okay.
maybe like create kind of a community on the app. Like हमारे जैसे हम नाइट लाइफ पर बात करते हैं, everybody talks to each other. That's what I'm getting. I might be wrong about it, but he basically wants that to be also on the app. So like a community, and that's a great point actually, Bangla boy.
Absolutely.
We should, the admin
Exactly.
Chatterjee also knows, we should pass it on to the app team.
Exactly, and also there is a feature on the app as well, but I'll talk after this comment. I'm from Bangalore, Karnataka. I've been a huge fan of KKR since 2008, and I will be a big fan of KKR till eternity. I'm blessed to be a fan of KKR. Korbo lorbo jitbo re ami KKR. बिल्कुल. And यही खास बात है KKR की कि पूरा वर्ल्ड वाइड, पूरे इंडिया में पैन इंडिया सपोर्टर्स है. हमारे ब्रांड इमेज बहुत ही अच्छा है KKR का. एवरीवेयर, बैंगलोर बोलो, चेन्नई बोलो, you know, in North India, bolo, there are KKR fans also. And just I was talking about the nightclub feature. There's also a feature on the application where you can register your fan club as well. तो अगर आप लोगों को भी fan club register करना है, players के साथ मिलना जुलना है, ऐसे caps जीतना है, jerseys जीतना है, तो आप लोग भी आपका nightclub app download कर दो. Play a lot of tokens over there. You can win match tickets for tomorrow as well. So that's about it. I think with that, we come to an end to the nightlife. Okay, one last question to you. You know, what has been your most memorable moment in this season, Siddharth? With that, we'll end it.
मैंने तो काफी सारे कहे हैं actually, already mentioned. But of course, to everything, the Rinku Singh sixes in the last over against GT for me personally has been not just a memorable moment for this IPL, but a memorable cricket moment across international or any club, because what he did in that over was just magic that any cricket lover, like, you know, all of us, the odds completely against him, and it showed that even if he's against the great wall of China, he will push back and he will come back. So that is something, that was my top moment.
Absolutely, that was just a statement that Rinku Singh is here to stay. And thank you so much, Siddharth. It was always a pleasure to talk to you. With that, we come to an end of the nightlife. We don't know if we will have another nightlife, but what we know is that tomorrow our Tabartor Nights, हम लोग आएंगे कल खेलने के लिए. बहुत ही मजा आएगा. The players will actually come. Whoever is in Calcutta, make sure that you go and watch the game against Lucknow Super Giants at Eden Gardens. Starts at 7:30 p.m. and you'll get all the updates on the nightclub app and of course on our social media channels. This was me, Shayon, along with Siddharth. Thank you so much. Thank
you so much.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Cheers.
सर पहले आप. सर पहले आप. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. सर पहले आप. Okay. Thank you. सर मैं ना आपका बहुत बड़ा वाला फैन हूँ. तो मैं केकेआर का थोड़ा और भी बड़ा फैन हूँ. श्रेयस के साथ में मेरी एक मीटिंग जस्ट वन. पहले ऐप. सर वो केकेआर की जर्सी के पीछे ऐसे नाम लिखा हो प्रवीण, इतना तो आप करवा सकते हो सर. पहले ऐप. हाँ सर, वो रसल मसल के साथ एक जिम सेशन अगर हो जाता तो. पहले ऐप. सर क्या पहले आप मजे ले रहे हो सर अब आप मेरे. आप नहीं कह रहा हूँ, ऐप कह रहा हूँ. पहले नाइट क्लब ऐप डाउनलोड करो, उसके लॉयल्टी प्रोग्राम में एनरोल करो, उसके बाद अपनी पूरी ख्वाहिशें पूरी करो. क्या बोल रहे हो? क्या फाटाफाटी ऐप है सर. एकदम फाटाफाटी. डाउनलोड ना.